Hi there. In this video you're going to watch me fail at makeup, describing the difference between SUVs and crossovers, and you're going to watch me attempting to roll underneath cars for a very short second. Humble brag. I hope you enjoy. Welcome back. Glad you could join us. You've just caught me in the beginning of my beauty regime. So I know it's a week later than it's supposed to be posted, although to be fair, I didn't say whether or not the video was going to be posted Monday of last week or Monday of this week. So if you got a problem with that, you should take that up with yourself. That literally did nothing. Wow, impressive. Oh yeah, that's something. Is that any different? I don't think it is. Damn. Maybe I'm just stupid. Well, I guess this is a different color than my natural eyelids. I don't think this was made for my skin tone. Shit. I actually thought this one was really pretty. I just did a shit job at applying it. That's definitely a humble brag. Sealed for my protection, protecting me from a very, very bad mistake. Being unfashionable. Okay, Deb. Oh, there we go. You all saw the footage. Oh yeah, that's better. That's better. For the last one, I figure if I want to blow up, then I gotta make some better footage. The content I thought was pretty good, but the footage of that content was bad. So here I am, I'm refilming it. Oh, wow, okay. Am I a pretty lady? Hi, the name's Deb. I'm getting better. What can I say? Humble brag. Now, I know that the name for this YouTube channel is Drag Mechanic, and I find it funny because I'm neither a good mechanic nor a real drag queen, so I'm kind of just like, someone's gotta make the combination somewhere, and even if it's me and I'm really shitty at both, I was the first, so cry about it. I am a lefty. Look at me go. I am successful. I am excelling in all of the places. Getting back to it, we're going to talk about SUVs and crossovers and vans. Humble brag. Now, a lot of people, when they say SUV, it's not clear whether they're referring to a crossover or a true four-wheel drive off-road capable thing. God, I'm shaky. Oh no. There's too much. You gotta blend that out, Deb. Oh no. We're making mistakes, and oh no. Shit. What the fuck did I do? I just came back from a long night of crying alone. Humble brag. Oh, okay, we're getting better. Does it look better? Does it? Be honest. Leave a comment below. Do I look great? Also, thank you to all of you people who watched, and I now have 22 whole subscribers. Yeah, David. So excited. I'm blowing up. Wow, it's really not great. It really just looks like I'm a chimney sweep or something like that, and I got a bunch of... I know I described to you the difference between body on frame and all of that stuff last time, and that conversation continues here because there is a true differentiation in the capabilities of body on frame type SUVs and car-based crossovers or CUVs. Some people think CUV means crossover utility vehicle. Honestly, at this point, I don't know, nor do I care. I'm just making this up. I'm telling myself that that's what that means. Is it better? Be honest. Thank you. Wow. Thanks for that compliment. Oh. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, God. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, we really didn't do great. That's okay. We always have makeup wipes. Hopefully they're not dried out. So the difference between true off-road capable SUVs and the crossover utility vehicle is that one of them, most four-wheel drive off-road capable SUVs are body on frame, and a lot of the time they even share the frame of whatever truck they're based on. So, for example, if you look at the Chevy Tahoe is based on the Chevy Silverado, the Ford Expedition is based on the Ford F-150. You could drop your kids off at school, go do whatever during the day, go off-roading, go mudding, go do whatever the hell you wanted to do with that thing, and then wash it off, and come 3 p.m., pick up your children and take them home and make your casserole and be real sad with all your friends. Oh no, oh no. Someone give me advice. Tell me what I'm doing wrong in the comments. So that was kind of the premise of the SUV, was that you could do so many different things with it and enjoy it and live your life. But then people got to the point where they were just like, but it's not comfortable enough. It gets really bad gas mileage. And so we began to see these car-based SUVs all over the place because they were more fuel efficient, they were safer in crash tests because actual structure of the vehicle is able to crush a lot easier in an accident, whereas body on frame vehicles don't. Am I looking great? Don't say no, because I'll come to your house and make you look at it in person, or help me fix it. Oh, that made fun noise. Did you hear that? That was delectable. Ooh. Unlike the crossover utility vehicles, or CUVs, true sport utility vehicles have a frame underneath, like this truck. And that allows there to be much more ground clearance. This means that body-on-frame trucks and SUVs are able to go over more stuff off-road because they have a much higher ground clearance. I, surprisingly, as a woman, am able to fit underneath this thing. You see the body right here is sitting right on top of this frame, right here. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, I hope you can see it deeply. So different from the crossover utility vehicle. Whereas, with the crossover utility vehicle, I can't even fit underneath it. This thing wasn't made to go off-road. It was made to cruise the malls and the parties. That's it. True SUVs have real four-wheel drive, and they have like a shifter thing for when you put it into four-wheel drive and a transfer case, whereas regular crossovers don't have that stuff. They just have a transmission which is connected to a rear axle. There's going to be a video on all of that stuff, comparing and contrasting four-wheel drive to all-wheel drive and explaining why they're not the same thing. So look for that in the future. So crossovers and SUVs interior-wise are generally the same. SUVs that are body on frame, meant to go off-roading, are going to have a little bit less interior space just because beefier drivetrains and stuff like that. But usually most large, true SUVs, off-road worthy SUVs, like the Chevy Suburban and Tahoe, most of those, and most crossovers that are large, full-size crossovers, are going to have 3 rows of seats. Hi there, Editing Henry here. So, I messed up the nomenclature and the sizes for crossovers and SUVs. So, the way I did it in the video is I separated crossovers from true body-on-frame SUVs, whereas in the real world, they're all the same category. So when I'm saying mid-size, I really mean compact. When I'm saying full-size, I really mean mid-size SUV. Because the internet, if you're gonna look this up on the internet, it's not going to differentiate between crossover and SUV. It's just going to say SUV. This is why the whole idea behind this, I feel like there should be a separation between the two. That's just me as an auto enthusiast though. Kind of confusing, but when you hear me say mid-size, it's really compact. When you hear me say compact, it's really subcompact. Just keep that in mind. There are some mid-size crossovers that have 3-row seats. SUVs and crossovers have the same usage of space, the giant interiors that station wagons and hatchbacks have. They're just taller, have more ground clearance, and therefore can do more rugged stuff. Off-road SUVs like the Jeep Wrangler and the Tahoe, the Chevy Tahoe, those are actually able to go off-road, whereas, you know, you're not taking your Subaru mudding, usually. Not a brand new one, at least. Older ones you probably could, but not brand new ones. Many different sizes. There's subcompact, compact, mid-size, and full-size. The people around me have those. The first one is a compact, and it is a Subaru Crosstrek. It's exactly the same as a Subaru Impreza hatchback. So it's literally just a hatchback with like black plastic around the wheels and like around the wheel arches and underneath the doors, and it's lifted like 2 or 3 inches compared to the regular hatchback. Not really any different. You're not really getting that different out of a car for that extra amount of money. I'm actually interested to see how much that is versus that. Subaru Impreza hatchback. Okay, so the regular hatchback Impreza starts at $19,295, whereas the Crosstrek starts at $22,245. So we're talking about $3,000 here. Still all-wheel drive. Both of them are all-wheel drive. Both of them probably have the same interior features as the basic model. You're paying $3,000 for about this much more ground clearance and black plastic on the body of the car. Do yourself a favor. If you literally do nothing off-road like, just get the Impreza, Deb. You don't need that black plastic. It's not helping you. You're paying $3,000 more for something that's literally exactly the same on the inside. I don't get it, but that's me. Editing Henry here. Hey. I was just doing a little bit more research because I wanted to, understand a little bit more. As while I'm watching this, I'm understanding that I sound kind of crass. So I wanted to see a little bit more. So the figures I'm talking about in this clip is the base manual transmission, bare bones model of the Impreza. This is a 2020 Impreza versus the 2020 Crosstrek. And upon more research, for the base model Crosstrek that you're paying, so it's $18,000 versus $22,000, the base model of the Crosstrek versus the Impreza is also a manual transmission. So you're paying for 3 more inches of ground clearance because the Impreza is 5 inches of ground clearance versus the Crosstrek has 8.7 inches. Because that's the base model of the Crosstrek, you're getting a manual transmission, and that's $22,000 for a manual transmission Crosstrek, whereas a premium automatic transmission Impreza hatchback for $22,000 for the same amount of money that you're buying a basic standard Crosstrek for. So just a little food for thought, because that's very fascinating, and just the more you know. If you really don't need that ground clearance, why go for it? If you can get a lot better features for the same amount of money. If you really don't have a need for that ground clearance, then, obviously it's your choice, but I just thought I would mention that. Next one is the Toyota RAV4. My mom loves it. It's got 160,000 miles on it. It's pretty reliable, it works. But like I said before, it's like a bigger hatchback. The midsize is like a hatchback that's been lengthened a little bit, is almost approaching wagon-like territory. And then we come to the Kia Sorento, which is, I think it's a 2013 model year, and it's giant on the inside. It's got 3 rows, and it's very comfortable, very practical. Like the hatchbacks, like, all the smaller ones, you can just fit more stuff in it, and you can carry more stuff, and you can tow with it. So that's one of the big differences between body-on-frame SUVs and regular crossovers. A body-on-frame SUV is going to be able to tow much more weight because that frame underneath is much stronger and can handle the pulling of whatever is in that trailer, And usually they're a little bit more powerful. I'm trying to be so careful right now because I'm really not great at this. Will you let me into your club? I just want a friend. Not great? Not terrible. Let me try again. It's a work in progress. We'll get better as we go along. What's the difference between SUV and a crossover? Or CUV? Sport utility vehicles and crossover utility vehicles. Fascination. Next, we're gonna get into vans. Van life. Oh. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you want to see more, watch the next part. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, see you in the next one.